You know, one would think that if I've done this enough times, I would have like 90% of the problems ironed out. But, you know, that's just me. Howdy-ho, everyone. It's me, it's Lasgard. We are going to be proceeding with our game of Mass Effect. Now, we've reached a critical point in the game where we're going to be rescuing Liara. Okay, sorry about that. I am 100% prepared. This is not going to be a stream powered solely by scuff, I promise you. I'm pretty sure everything is turned on now. And if I'm wrong, we'll find out soon enough. We're going to land on this one. I think this is the one that has the Liara on it. This is where all the memes about Shepard driving like a madman come from. Ranks right up there with his inability to dance, but then again, I'm playing female Shepard, which, if I understand correctly, is actually canonical. I'm actually pretty certain we're on the wrong planet, but there's free stuff here. What you're building. Innocent light.
You must die!
I think we're good, Shepard.
Oh.
Metagel deployed.
Takes getting used to the controls again. Hardened storage locker. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely one of those where you have to come back during Game Plus mode to really get everything.
In the early 2160s, the Alliance began aggressive colonization of worlds in the Skyllian Verge, much to the dismay of the Batarians, who had been developing the region for several decades. In 2171, the Batarians petitioned the Council to declare the Verge a zone of Batarian interest. The Council refused, however, declaring unsettled worlds in the region open to human colonization. In protest, The Batarians closed their Citidel embassy and severed official diplomatic relations with the Council, effectively becoming a rogue state. They instigated a proxy war in the Vote. After the Geth, Thresher Maws are the Citidel space is an unofficial term. The term, there are between two.
Okay. And so we got to get to some more uncharted worlds in this sector. All right. Oh, full-size fuel tank. Oh, yeah, that's right. We can't vault. One of many things that the new game's fixed. All right. Let's see, where else in the Artemis Tau cluster can we be? All right.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Liquid hot magma. I caused my system to freak out again. Yes, I did. There we go, back to normal. I swear I am a normal human, like all others. Here we are. We have more robots.
This route's a no-go. They have height and cover.
Jethro, hey, hello. Welcome. Welcome to this nonsense. Oh. What'd I get hit with? All right. Just need to get to the rest of this port. So if I remember, there's still a few guys left around here. Yeah, this is, we're playing the legendary version, which has all three games on it. Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. And if people like it, I might go ahead and just play Andromeda just so that we can have the full effect.
Clear.
Marcus, what's up? Out in the background at work. Hey. Oh, hopefully I can be of some entertainment value to you. In any event, thank you for joining. That was me accidentally putting a grenade when I was trying just to aim my weapons. Ah, there's a container. Oh, you just finished the Halo 2 campaign. That's always a good... Halo 2 and Halo ODST are some of my favorites, but Reach is still the best. Best multiplayer, best whole setup, the whole works. Did I get him? Or did I miss? That time I got him. Going to start Halo 3 next Friday. Are you going to play ODST before you start between Halo 2 and 3, or are you just going with the mainline titles? We're going to do ODST after 3. Playing them in the order they came out. For sure, for sure. Did I get him? Hey, let me know if what your times are and if you want to do co-op on Reach or not. Alright. Secret tunnel. Alright, I mostly do campaign, but I start at 12 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, so that would be about an hour behind me. So you'd be starting at about 11 my time. Yeah, that might be doable. And run the co-op for. Oh yeah, no doubt. No, you're talking to someone who has a part-time job and has 2 kids. I know how busy life can be. Yeah. Nickel's worth of good advice. Never apologize for having a life. Let's see here. Aramis, hey!
I smell trouble.
Get down.
Perimeter clear. Shields disabled.
Did I get them all? Oh, there's some hiding inside. You gotta love the music. There we go. Headshot. Got him.
Negative contact.
Yeah, for now. Hey, Aramis, how you doing? Who remembers the liquor from Resident Evil 2? Oh, darn.
Lost shields. Here it comes. Lost shields.
Perimeter secure.
I gotta remember, why is the Metagel stuff? You never played Resident Evil? That's a good one. Alright. So yeah, we're gonna need that. All right. Have you ever seen Cursed Halo? The closest I've ever been to a Cursed Halo has been trying to do Lasso for 3. That's about my limit. I mean, I'm assuming it's a mod, or are you talking about some machinima somewhere?
Lost shields. All clear, Commander.
Are you sure? Yeah, that definitely sounds like a form of all skulls on.
I've never visited a Prothean ruin before. Aside from the Citidel, I mean.
Damn with the elevators. Oh. Model's freaking out again. Darn. Some of those sniper rifles take 5 seconds to shoot. And that must be frustrating. It's built into the mod. How interesting. How very, very interesting.
I've never visited a Prothean ruin before. Aside from the Citidel, I mean.
Oh, you guys got wiped. Did the random sound play for you, Monkey? And by the way, welcome. Destroyed. Yeah.
Hello? Could somebody help me? Please?
Stop asking, girl.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Liara to Sony, I presume?
Thank the goddess. I did not think anyone would come looking for me. Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Venezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
How did you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
Any suggestions on how we can help?
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Garrison's already down? Oh, this squad needs some more, Alright, that's one way to drill into there. Are there any item? Storage locker, easy decryption. Okay. Hell of a place to get stuck. Well, you're 5 away from affiliate. Are you talking about followers or number of streams? What are you talking about, Jethro? Followers. Give me your Twitter and Blue Sky in Whisper. I can go ahead and plug you, and we can probably carry you onto that last little bit if you want us to. There should be a little cloud marker on the Twitch page. You should be like a little word bubble picture. Should be able to see it. At least I think that's the way it works.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Yeah, just whisper me your X and Blue Sky handles.
Out of this place?
I'll plug you and we can see if we can't carry you over those last
At
5.
least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on. I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. Think fast, Miss Prothean expert.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
Gonna be close, Skipper.
Come on now. There we go. Every so often you have to reset the camera system. Yeah, that's what I meant, but I have enough followers on social that I might be able to get those last few you need. I remember how much of a pain it was to get to affiliate myself.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
There a reason you're in my way?
The same reason you're here. The Asari. Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Had the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill them. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
However, the frame rates on this being from the Xbox being so damn bad. It's just like a slideshow.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
It's a coping mechanism. You'll get used to it.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
Did your research turn up anything interesting?
What is interesting is what I did not turn up. There is remarkably little archaeological evidence of the Protheans, and even less that might explain why they disappeared.
Oh yeah.
It is almost as
If you want to know the relationship of age between humans and elves, compare humans to dogs. We're the dogs.
But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Oof.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge. Patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citidel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines, the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of... How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user.
Kind of like the Matrix.
Still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear.
Literally defining what happened.
Amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
This isn't helping us find Saren, or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling...
Oh, she's swooning. She's swooning.
You ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
Go see the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Yeah. Charm is at maximum. Kind of surprised. I was half expecting the Prothean beacon visions to be updated for the Mass Effect 2 look.
Since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for
if I read your comment,
Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything.
Yo, if this game is anything like The Witcher, I know where this is going. Yeah, it's...
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap.
What's there?
Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you.
Well, yeah, I've got a confession. I've never actually finished the Witcher games.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
I need to know more about this Rolex syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
Heat load monitors. Let's go ahead and check out the other levels of the ship. Go into engineering.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Oh. Hey now. What did I just get with? Who just hit me?
Lived for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time...
Adonis, hey!
Wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
Seems similar enough to me.
So
Toss a chocolate to the cutie. Thank you.
Genetic mutation. An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth. And I suppose it's destroyed your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Oh, okay.
Commander, nice work out there. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules.
Adonis, how have you been?
At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citidel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
Sorry to hear about that, Adonis.
Looking over my shoulder. Well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
Alright, so we got the Mako there. Alright, requisition officer.
Commander, looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
All right, let's see what we got here. Alright, so we're gonna need to work on that.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small.
Yep.
I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citidel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian.
Oh.
The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are...
Solaris Blackseed, how are ya?
But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels
Was a
all
correct
the way back
emote
to
to
our
get
original
banged in the head
Tangia.
with.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired.
Thank you for the
modified,
chocolate.
and fitted.
Oh, and
They're strict, but they work.
Solaris, you should know that you are exactly our 1,750th follower on this channel.
Would mine and process our own fuel.
Nice round number.
But some things we just
And thank you for the chocolate again.
A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one
Well, thank
child.
you, and I do
If our
appreciate you coming
population
by.
grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers
And I
to
do
cut.
appreciate the chocolate throw. Thank you.
Our population is in decline. The rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births. Though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
There you go.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction.
The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks.
Until one of them finally asks, "Do I have a soul?"
The council didn't step in and stop you.
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. 1 million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So the Geth share brain power?
There you go.
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
What did you do?
It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began.
No, you didn't.
Most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
I should go.
See you later.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do.
There you go.
A real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for talent, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be are silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Ooh. I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. She's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
All right. Got to know a little bit more about the crew, so complete some side missions before we head back to the Citadel for some more gear. I don't know how far I am just from doing all that to getting another level up. Not far at all. This game was like the definition of cool not too long ago. Asteroid X-57, Pharaoh's Nevaria, is Gamma, Voyager Cluster, Armstrong Nebula, Hawking Eta. Let's take a look and see what. Gave you flashbacks to Spore. There's a game I haven't heard in a while. Wife was big on that game for a good long time. Yeah, I might want to do some creative games like that soon enough. Turn my Minecraft server back on. Your mental load screen song. Yeah, I could see that. I actually forgot that we could do that with this. Oh. It's a drivable truck. Yeah, but this thing can have you? I very clearly remember a lot of funny memes about Shepard not being able to drive, and right along with Shepard not being able to dance. You know, at least not like a human. I almost forgot that you can do that. You can boost your way over things.
Redeploying.
Oh, electronic skill too low. Okay. Almost did it. Almost got that one, Aramis. How is it this game is 20 years old and it's like 100 times better than Starfield? If I remember correctly, I think that Starfield had like 16 times the detail. It truly is a horse from Skyrim moment with that. I will say I like the surveying in Mass Effect 2 a lot better, where you launch the probes and you can actually use the materials for actual upgrades to the ship and to weapons and equipment and all that stuff. Mass Effect 2 was kind of a part-for-part improvement on Mass Effect 1. Pyramid. Yeah, well, you know, that do be how it is, June. That do be how it is. I am so far having a good weekend. I found myself getting back into a Call of Duty of all things. Four, 3, 2, 1. And it's an ad. I don't know, June, do you have a Twitch Turbo that allows you to just skip ads no matter whose channel you're on? It actually is, believe it or not. Direct subscription still paid for the individual streamer, but Twitch Turbo actually lets them collect ad revenue without you actually watching any ads. Believe it or not. Thank you for playing. Let's see what we got in here. You have returned in accordance with the prophecy. I make fun of my boss from time to time. Every time I come back from break, I say, like, you know, in accordance with the prophecy, I have returned. And he goes, "Don't you mean the schedule?" Yes. Starting to remember why I've always gone pure soldier before. There are fuel tanks all over the place. I could have taken out both of these guys. All right. I completely missed that text prompt. Whatever it was in that vault. It's the whole purpose of this place, so there's that. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Yada-da-da. Yada-da-da. Yada yada yada. I think I've improved the audio quality on the microphone too. Okay. Man, okay. Just brute force my way through there. So here. All right, we got to up the squad here. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Definitely gonna want that. You got the... Oh. Thank you for the hydrate redeem. Slipped in between the... yes. But it's all perfectly safe. It'll work. Out. Got that planet. Survey. White metal surveyed. Bongo bongos. There we go. I'm glad I got everything working again. Bongos on bongos. Yeah, we have fun around here.
patching it through.
Oh.
General distress call from the Sacred Angel Medical Transport. Critical system failure. Losing power. Emergency landing. Cargo's... Communications failing. Life support, emergency transponder. Won't last. Please hurry.
Well, I guess we're gonna check this out then. Here we go. I try to find fun stuff to do with the channel points. Map. Debris. Transponder signal. Let's check this anomaly first. Level 2 hazard, which means I cannot spend nearly as much time outside as, obviously, a level 1. Maybe it's cynical of me, but that kind of smelled like a trap. I mean, am I being cynical, or did that seem very trap-like?
Ready.
All right.
Faster, larger, the Norman, ship, the Mako, bio, an art, elements, omni-tool.
Okay. Oh, we still gotta return that, So I got to return that drive to the reporter. And not the reporter that we constantly want to punch in the face. I'm just, like, in general. Maybe it's just me, but Mass Effect 1 doesn't seem very hand-holdy. Like, it doesn't tell you everywhere it doesn't telegraph where you need to go. It just kind of points in a direction. And, yeah. Just says that away, as opposed to a lot of other ones that have, like, yellow paint tape and everything. There's some raw materials. No, Mass Effect 1 was built with the hope of getting a sequel, but not the expectation of one. There's a big difference between making a game with the express expectation of getting a sequel versus the hope that if we do a good enough job, we will get a sequel by just by making a good game. Oh, there's nothing to be found there. Okay, then. Yeah, it's why whole games just like... There seems to be whole parts missing from games. I especially love it when they take entire sections out to be sold as DLC. That I love. Really fills you with hope about the future of gaming when that kind of shit has become standard. Might need to hang this up fairly soon. Well, yeah. That was the good old days. When DLC was downloadable content, not whole sections of the game. It's been so long, I've actually forgotten how to play parts of this game. Yeah, when DLC was new stuff and not missing pieces. Let's go ahead and check equipment on those two. No Quarian armor just yet. Alright. That should do us for now. Map. There's an anomaly. Research base. And another anomaly. Closest one. What would you say was the last great game that had DLC as extra content and not a requirement to actually play the game? What was the last great game that did that? All I can think of is Ark. I haven't ever actually played Ark. Jeez, another Thresher Maw. Got him. Thing about it is it the premise for Ark kind of reminds me of a short story I wanted to write a long time ago about survivors being reincarnated by aliens. Probably reading too much into it, but it felt very similar to the story. I was saying that the idea behind Ark, which was basically reincarnating historical figures, it kind of reminded me of a sci-fi short story I was trying to write when I was in high school about ancient civilizations reincarnating humans but not getting them quite right. So there was a lot of anthropomorphic humans until they acquired DNA from a time capsule that was like, 99.9% pure. Yeah, it was a while ago, and it was kind of a half-baked idea, but it was something. All right, I think I'm going to have enough time to finish this planet, and then I'm going to need to hang this up for now.
It's deserted.
Heading to position. According to these data logs, the survey team unearthed some kind of alien technology.
Could be answers at the excavation site.
Conceivably. I was just thinking about something. I could make an alarm clock where it can literally project on the ceiling. You cannot rest while enemies are nearby. You know, it's just a means to mess with people.
Some alien technology that turned them into mindless fanatics.
Whatever they found, it's long gone now.
Let's continue to hide more and more Reaper technology all over the place. Oh, there's the locked locker. Let's see here. It says we need to find out what happened to him and see if there's like a terminal or something. Alright, so we got everything. In theory. Yep, those are the dragon's teeth spikes. Alright, let's go ahead and let's see. Equipment. Still a lot of light armor for humans, so hopefully we have more options soon enough. Alright, let's get back to the Normandy and we can find out who we're going to raid. I'm fairly certain that Melissa is still on, but we'll know for sure in a little bit. Save. New save. Turn to the Normandy. Alright. So here. Need to override that last save just to be sure. Alright, let's go ahead and look to see who's on Twitch right now. Oh, Red Claw is on. So is Party Demoness. Who's he currently playing right now? Monster Hunter Wilds. Ooh, and he's riding a dinosaur, so that's an automatic win on that one. So... Raid channel. Red Claw. Alright, let's go ahead and send our team over to him. So yeah, we've managed to rescue Liara, which means that I can complete some background missions in the overnight when I'm not streaming, and we can go straight to the next big mission. Probably either Pharos or Novaria. I'm not sure, but we'll figure it out. Oh. Seem to be having a bit of a problem here. Alright, maybe this will work this time. I'm already waiting, Red Claw. Okay. I guess that'll automatically send over then. So yeah, for everyone, thanks for hanging out, and remember, do what's good because it's good, and do what's right because it's right. And remember, we're in this together. See you later.